morning and welcome to Motivational Monday. Today I'm going to talk about following your dreams. And I want to talk about this because everyone has a dream, everyone has something that they're passionate about. And I truly believe everyone has a purpose in life. And I feel like a lot of us don't go after those dreams, or if we do so as a hobby, or we do so um, without giving it our full potential. And I definitely think it's time for us to change that. And I want to help guide people to, or my opinion on how you can follow your dreams, and just some of the things that I've done to help me get to the place where I'm passionately following after my dreams. So the first thing you have to do is figure out what it is. You got to start there. And there was a point where I had no idea what I was passionate about, had no idea what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to work for myself, had no idea how. And for those of you who know me personally, you know I have considered it all: wedding planning, event planning, travel agent, real estate, you name it. I just wanted to work for myself. That's all I knew. Didn't know what I wanted to do, didn't know what I was passionate about doing, but I knew I wanted to be my own boss. But what I did was I took some alone time and I literally locked myself in my room. No TV, no phone, no computer, no anything. Didn't have a sense of time. All I had was my journals, my pen, my Bible, and me. And that was it. And I just spent some time, and I don't even know how long it was, like hours. But I spent some time getting to know myself, understanding what I wanted in every facet of life, financially, professionally, relationally, career wise, just everything. And it really starts with getting to know yourself. And once you get to know yourself, then you'll be able to understand what it is you're passionate about as well. But I truly feel like your passion is a combination of what makes you happy, what are you good at, and what does the world need. And when those three answers match, that's your passion, that's your purpose, that's what you're supposed to be doing in life. So, a couple of examples for me: um, I'm now coaching cheerleading, and I've always loved cheerleading. I've always missed cheerleading. I was good at cheerleading, competitive cheer, and the world needs it. The world needs the girls that I'm coaching. I truly believe they need that. I know what my coaches meant to me growing up, and I know that positive reinforcement and that connection outside of the home, and having someone that you can look up to. I mean, my coaches wrote letters of recommendation for college applications for me. Like, they were a genuine part of our lives. And then another thing for me was um, you have to believe in your dream. And once you realize what that dream is, you have to believe that it's necessary. You have to believe that the world needs it, and minimizing those fears and insecurities, because they will talk very loudly. There's several times where the voice in the back of my head is saying, you can't do that. What's the point? Who's listening? I mean, all of these questions pop in my head on a regular basis, and just understanding that um, you have to keep moving regardless, and you have to keep pushing forward and get rid of any excuses. Because ultimately, someone needs your gift. This was made painfully clear to me sometime last year. I was in a development club course at church, and one of the ladies in my group came up and spoke to the class saying that her daughter was struggling with depression and suicide, and her daughter had been date raped, and it triggered her suicidal thoughts, and her depression got really, really bad, and she just didn't know what to do. Um, and she was basically asking the group to pray for her and her daughter. So after class, I came up to her and I said, I've dealt with suicide, I've dealt with depression, I've gotten through it, and I'm in a better place, but I do understand. If you need anything, let me know. Um, so about a week or so later, she calls and she's like, do you have a moment to talk? I said, sure. So on the phone, I that was when I learned that her daughter had been date raped. And she was just saying how she didn't know how to help her daughter. She felt like everything she said made it worse. She just didn't know what to do. And so I kind of had a conversation from her daughter's perspective. I don't necessarily know her daughter, but I do know how it feels to be depressed, and I do know how it feels to be suicidal, and I know how it feels to not communicate what you need and to get everything but what you need, but you can't really say what you need. You don't know how to. So I just tried to explain what her perspective might be, and helping her understand what it feels like and what I needed from my mother when I've been going through those moments, what I needed. And it helped open her eyes to a different perspective because she had never dealt with depression. She had never dealt with suicide. And so it helped open her eyes and just say, hey, try this. And my biggest advice to her was ask her, what do you need? How can I help you? And I promise you she'll answer the question, as opposed to you forcing the answer on her and understanding that she may need something that you don't even know. And I suggested, I said, maybe just watch movies with her, just spend time with her, and she enjoys shopping. Just go shopping together, just spend time together. Um, and she called me a few days later and she said, she thanked me for her advice and she said that it really helped her understand. And she actually went to her daughter and apologized for how she was trying to help, but she was trying to be there for her daughter, but she wanted to apologize for how she was coming about it. And she appreciated that word of advice. And that was the moment I realized that my story can help someone. The pain I've been through can help someone. And that was the moment I knew I had to publish my book. And I had shared my book with this family, and I, hope that it helps them grow. And I definitely plan on reaching out as well. But that was the moment I knew me holding back is a problem because I have a story and I have a testimony that can help someone, and not just that one person. It could help a lot of people. And the things that I've been through, whether it's depression or suicide or even my miscarriages, it can help someone be better. And I have to do this. It's a burden on my heart. I have to tell my story. I have to share. I have to, with these video blogs, and I plan on writing written blogs as well, and publishing my book and doing the workshops and being a development coach. I have to, because someone out there needs it. I don't know who, but I know someone needs it. And I truly believe that I can help someone get better. And that's all I want to do. So then the dream needs money. Unfortunately, we live in a world that is requires money. And so then you have to deal with the reality of financing your dream. How can you finance your dream when you want to move forward, but it requires money? So for me, it's working a job that I don't enjoy. I work anywhere between 50 to 65 hours a week. I drive an hour to get to work every day, an hour each way. So on top of the 65 hours, we're talking about 10 to 12 hours of commute. That's a lot. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. There was a point where literally all I did was work and sleep, work and sleep, and that's it. And it's really difficult to find that balance to be able to say, I have to do this. I have to follow my dreams and I have to move forward. But this is what I have to do to finance those dreams, and being able to work the job that I don't particularly enjoy, but using that money to finance my dream, using that money to pay for the expenses that may come up. Um, and at the end of the day, I just got to do what I have to do to make this happen. I have to. I really don't have that choice. And sometimes I push myself harder than necessary because I feel like it's not happening quick enough. But I'm giving it my all. And I know that I can't quit working my regular job until I can afford to. And being able to afford to means not only having money saved up, but to be but for my passion to be my paycheck as well. I have to have money coming in from my passion and have money set aside to sustain that before I'm able to leave the job. Um, and while I'm at my job, I just have to do my absolute best while I'm there. And when I'm not there, I'm not there. And that has to be okay. And just learning to find that balance overall. Supporting my dream has been a bit of a challenge sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I am my only cheerleader. Sometimes I feel like I am the only person rooting for me. Um, and that's difficult. It's really difficult. Um, but I have mentors here in place to guide me. And I have people that I look to for advice. Um, and between them and I have an amazing career coach. Um, I try to tell him that all the time because I really think he's really good at what he does. But he's very helpful with helping me understand how to effectively follow my dream. And if you don't have someone like that in your life, I suggest that you get someone like that because it's really been helpful with me understanding the business, understanding how to do what I want to do. But you definitely have to have people in your life who are going to hold you accountable and who are going to motivate you to move forward. Um, and at the end of the day, you just have to chase your dreams. You really do. You have to give it your absolute all. Um, I've put in place that I have to earn my sleep. And I will not go to sleep at night if I've not done something that will benefit my dreams and my passion. Despite working a 10-hour workday and being gone for 12 hours because of the commute, I still come home. Or I did it before. If I worked at night, I work in the morning. I spend that time focusing on my business, focusing on my dream, focusing on my careers. But every day, I have to do something that benefits my dreams. And that keeps me going and it keeps me being productive. And I never give myself a day off. Whilst today, I may be taking the day to kind of relax and rest and recover, which I do think is important. I'm still doing something that's benefiting my dreams. I have to do at least one thing, even if it's my rest day. I can't rest completely without doing something that benefits my future. And I think once you get into the habit of doing something daily to benefit your dreams, you'll start to see the results and you'll start to see the fruits of your labor. I hope this helps somebody, and I really hope you guys work towards following your dreams. I would like to hear what your dreams are, and I hope you guys create it or find an accountability partner that's going to help push you towards that. Thanks.